Have you ever noticed that despite our best efforts, finding peace within ourselves seems like chasing a mirage? We long for tranquility, yet the closer we think we get, the more elusive it becomes. Our modern culture often promotes a solution: escape. We are told to eliminate distractions, control our environments, reduce stimuli so that we can finally achieve that state of calm we all crave. But as many have discovered, this approach often falls short. True inner peace isn't about the absence of disturbance. It is about how we relate to the disturbances that inevitably arise. Imagine for a moment that you are at a bustling airport. You've managed to navigate through the crowds and board your flight only to find that the engine starts making a disconcerting sound. Despite your best efforts to ignore it, the noise grows louder. Now, imagine two individuals on the same flight. One person, overwhelmed by the sound, immediately starts to panic. They envision worst-case scenarios, their heart racing and breathing becoming erratic. The other person, while acknowledging the noise, remains calm. They take deep breaths, reminding themselves that the pilot is trained to handle any situation. Their breathing slows, their muscles relax, and they settle into their seat. Both individuals are faced with the same circumstance, but their reactions are vastly different. In the same way that the second person on the plane, we can learn to exist alongside life's inevitable chaos. Real calm is discovered not in the absence of chaos, but in our choice of how to respond to it. It is in those moments of challenge that we have the opportunity to practice inner stillness. When minor irritants like a spilled cup of coffee or a missed bus appear, we can choose to react with irritation, or we can use them as opportunities to cultivate deeper awareness and emotional regulation. How we respond in these small situations lays the groundwork for how we will handle bigger disruptions later. But why does this work? What is the value in starting with small annoyances? It is simple, yet profound. Small problems are easier to manage, offering a low-risk environment to practice essential skills. As we gain confidence from small wins, we build the resilience to tackle bigger challenges that life inevitably throws our way. Imagine that you live in a noisy city. The constant honking and chatter might seem like an endless source of irritation. But what if you reframe this noise? What if you see it as a persistent reminder to deepen your awareness, to bring your focus back to the present moment? Each honk and shout can be a trigger to embody stillness amidst the chaos. By transforming our perspective, these sounds lose their power to disturb. Instead, they guide us to a deeper sense of grounding. The key insight here is that peace is not a passive state granted by favorable circumstances. It is an active skill developed through practice. Just as a musician practices scales before performing a symphony, we too must practice bringing our attention back to the present moment through small acts of awareness. Over time, these small acts weave together to form a tapestry of inner strength. Our ability to observe our responses without judgment interrupts the habitual reaction of fight, flight, or freeze. It allows us to pause, to breathe, and to choose a more skillful response to the situation at hand. With consistent practice, these moments of discomfort transform into valuable lessons. They etch upon our consciousness a deeper truth. We are not our thoughts or emotions. We are the observers of our inner world, separate from the chaos that may swirl within it. This journey of inner transformation is not a quick fix, nor is it a destination. It is a lifelong practice. Yet the rewards are immeasurable. With each passing day, we become more adept at navigating life's storms with grace. Each challenge becomes a stepping stone on our path to wholeness. And most importantly, we discover that the disturbances of life, far from being obstacles, are the very path to our true freedom. Freedom, not in the absence of life's challenges, but in our mastery over our response to them.